Check it out, we're going to be jumping into a little demo review style of the 4X turbos from Rusto. These are basically double can size, so they're a little taller than your normal tall can. So I think 800 milliliters total. Awesome, cool little fan tip on the top that comes stock to them. Super wide spray and super high pressure. They say it's 4 times faster than your normal spray, so I don't really have a metric to judge that off of, but man, did they spray fast. Even with my first just test spray off the wall, I was surprised at how much kick this had coming back at it. I wanted to try out kind of this big calligraphy style piece, figured it would leverage well with that big calligraphy kind of fan tip, and test it out in not only the kind of piece style, but then some tags later on. When you move away from the wall, you can really see how dusty it does get. You can see there's a bunch of overspray right now, but you're still maintaining that very fanned out and square tip to it. So with this stock tip, you're kind of going to be limited to doing some calligraphy style. Maybe some cutbacks can get you halfway there. Now, although my first couple passes in the piece were fun and enjoyed kind of where they were going, I really found that this shined when I was going into the tag. You can see you get a bunch of flavor there. When you move quick, you're actually able to get a pretty crisp line. I'm by no means going to be able to keep a continuous flow. You can see I'm kind of just scratching in each stroke of the letter and building it up that way. Now, unfortunately, I didn't have an adapter cap that worked with these. I tried not only the wing cap adapter, but a neck cap adapter. Those two adapters are built for the standard Painter's Touch cans. These actually have a larger stem on them. Word on the street is Art Primo's got some adapters, so I'm going to be hunting those down and maybe do a follow-up video on this when I get some of those to try out some other caps. But honestly, I just went right back to the stock tip, and this piece got pretty ugly pretty quickly, but trust me, the cutbacks later on will salvage it just a bit. So now I have hopes for some of the circular caps that it'll be able to give a little bit more control in the fill-in portion of this, but ultimately this is going to be just vomiting paint out. So I really don't expect much good results out of something on the skinnier side of things. And honestly, when you do get close to the wall, you can get that crisp edge similar to the tag, so it's kind of reassuring there that you do get a nice consistent line. As far as when I'm doing this now second pass with the white and covering things up, I was really happy with the opacity going right over top of that black. No complaints there. The Rusto enamel's some pretty solid stuff to begin with, so the fact that it's just pressurized more is not going to really change that formula so much. So I was very excited to see that, and you can see there's a fair bit of dusting here, but ultimately, just stepping back from the wall, I think it works just fine. And this is not going to be a super tailored piece by any regard. We're just going after something that you could throw up real quick, cut back once, and be done with. And then I did the second pass with the tag and was equally happy the second time over. Got a little more flavor in some of those flares. And ultimately went through these cans pretty solid. The white was pretty much gone. I had a little bit of black left at the end, but I was honestly surprised with the lack of paint that came down on my hands and all. Wasn't as dirty as I thought, so big ups for that. Maybe I got to reach out to GR and get my hands on that adapter to try this a second time around once I can get back out on the wall. But I hope you enjoyed the fast little demo. Can definitely say these were fun to check out. And at about 10 bucks a can, they're a little pricey, but I mean, all things considered, you can clear coat a wall pretty quickly, so you get the benefit of the doubt there. And honestly, Rusto's always got a great reputation in my opinion, and for some off-the-shelf, high-pressure, high-volume stuff, you really can't go wrong with this. So this piece was actually a warm-up session before I went in and tried out some new techniques on this little funky eyeball. So if you want to check out that video, I've got that linked in the description as well as on the screen. And I put together a huge playlist of some of my favorite videos that I've put together over the past few years. Just some stuff that I figured would be fun to throw on in the background while you draw. Or maybe if you just missed a couple of the uploads, it'd be cool to see some of my favorite projects that I've dived into. If you enjoyed this video, feel free to spray that like button and subscribe. It's really going to do it for me, guys. Peace.